Hi, everybody. It is Hillary Ward here from The Dream Unlocked. And like I promised, I am here to answer your questions about the upcoming 5-week class. So if you happen onto us, or if you are just running a little bit late coming to the page, I'll be here for, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes. And you can just type whatever your questions are in the comments, and I will do my best to answer them. Just a few housekeeping things though before we get into what I want to talk about today is I just want to remind you all, if you haven't yet purchased or looked into buying any of the 12-step courses, you're really missing out on probably the best value around. For $29.99 a month, you're going to get a lesson each month. So what you do is you go into the Dream Unlocked, you're able to get your module. The first month was all about mindset. So there is a 20-minute webinar that walks you through a process of helping you to develop healthy habits around mindset. Then you get another 20-minute guided meditation led by April. Then you also get weekly weapons each Monday that drop into your email box that are going to help you even go deeper into the module. So that was module number 1. We just launched module 2 July 1st, and that one's all about creating an audition ritual. It's really great nuts and bolts things about how to take your career to the next level. If you have ever coached with me, worked with me, sat in a class with me, or been in a class when I've been working with April, I've said it before, but there's no big secret to becoming a working actor. It's not that the people who are working are more talented than you. It's not that they have better training. It's that they have figured out, they've identified what the problem is that is standing in the way of getting them to the next level in their career, and then they really, in a true way, get to work about addressing it. We've got one set up for how to be a working TV actor. We've got one set up for how to finish your script. These are all 12-step programs. So these are what I'm talking about for $29.99. You log onto the site. They're self-guided courses, so you can go through them at your own pace, but you get a new one each month. So really in a year, you're getting everything it takes to finish your project, to step up your acting career, to finish your solo show. And I also believe that April is currently developing a new 12-step course that's all about working on your emotional type. So it's great stuff. It's really boiling down all of the experience that April has accrued over 20 years of working, that Justine has accrued over 10 years in New York, that I've accrued over 10 years in LA. And we're putting it in a nice little package, and we're sending it all out to you guys so you have all of those tools. So right now, those are $29.99 a month. And soon the prices are going to go up. So if you've been on the fence, if you've been thinking about making that investment, that is something that I would do before the prices go up. Because right now, for less than $400, you're getting a webinar, you're getting some material from classes that April has taught in the past, you're getting the weekly weapons, and you're getting office hours once a week to get some one-on-one coaching if you join us live, which no one has joined us yet. Come on, guys. Help me help you. All right, let me take a quick drink. All right, so that is the housekeeping stuff. I want to talk a little bit about the on-camera class that's coming up. So as you know, about 9 weeks back, we launched new classes, new on-camera classes, all about how to be a working TV actor, formerly known as how to be an MFA. And really, this was about giving actors in a small class from anywhere in the world the opportunity to get some one-on-one coaching and on-camera technique, and then to eventually showcase that work and get some industry feedback. What we found as we were going through the class is that you know, the people that were coming to us just needed more work. Just like the first time that you were on stage, you probably weren't great at it. I know that it took me getting up there over and over and over again. It took me going to class. It took me working on my voice. It took me really digging into my script analysis to start to really trust myself and then really be able to soar on stage. Now, I went and spent 3 years at UCSD. I got an MFA. I spent a lot of money. I'm really glad that I did that. That was a chance for me to work with some of the people that I admired most in the industry, and I learned so much, and it gave me a lot of confidence coming out. But that was over 10 years ago when I was in, and it is a different climate right now. I completely understand you guys not wanting to accrue $100,000 in debt to get a master's of fine arts. You don't know if you're getting that money back. It's a crazy time right now. So what you are able to do by taking advantage of either the 12-step programs or joining us in the studio to do these 5-week classes and to go through each cycle of classes is that we're able to share with you the expertise that we got. You know, April graduated from an amazing program at Rutgers. She's really well trained in Meisner, has taught Meisner, has been a working actor for 20 years. I've been a working actor for 10 years here in Los Angeles. So we're able to give you all of that together. Somebody just joined the class. Hi, Antoinette. Oh, she said she speaks the truth. Thank you, Antoinette. As I said before, if you have any questions about what's coming up in the 5-week class, please type them in the comments. But what I wanted to really say is that what we realized in the 5-week class or in the 6-week class that we just taught is that you just need more practice doing this. You need more practice learning how fast television moves. You need help learning how to have precision in your choices, and a lot of that's coming from really solid script analysis. And I think what has happened is that a lot of actors who are coming from theater, they hear, oh, you know what, you should go smaller. We just need that smaller. So they take that adjustment from the casting director when they're in an audition, and what they end up is doing nothing. They make their performance, they dull it out. They take out all of the vitality, they take out all of the voice work, they take out all of their choices, and they do nothing. Now, when a casting director is telling you to go smaller, they don't mean that they want you to lose all of the life. They just want you to understand the medium that you're working in. And the great thing about being on camera is that you have the opportunity to really play small nuances and to make small choices that would never be picked up on stage, but the camera will pick it up. So in a way, you're just responsible for creating the reality in your own little bubble. Now, don't get me wrong. That doesn't mean that you can just read the lines and then you're ready to go. You've got to make sure that you're paying attention to persons, places, objects, and events. Okay? So the relationship to the person that you're in the scene with. What is your history? What do you want from that person? If in 3 pages of sides, I need to be able to know, watching your tape, that you have some sort of history with this human being. I just went in for a role today that I didn't get the whole script, but I knew about the woman, that she had been gone from her family for almost 10 months, that she was just coming back, being welcomed back into her home, that her daughter wasn't really having any of it, and that her husband was excited about her coming home. That gives me so many juicy choices. Why did I go away? What was it? Was it alcoholism? Was it another man? Did I cheat? I get to make all of these really juicy choices. I get to make the choice of, did my daughter catch me doing something that my husband doesn't know about? All of those things are going to play into your audition and make it richer and more specific and more interesting, because what you see in the camera, because that camera is a thief. You got to remember that that camera is a thief. What you see is all of those choices that the actor has made, they're playing out through the eyes, and it's fascinating to watch. That's what's fascinating to watch in on-camera acting, okay? So that's what we're really going to dive into in this 5-week class. We're going to go back to basics. We're going to go to listening and responding. That's all going to be based on the Meisner technique that April herself was trained in, and also that she spent a lot of time teaching. And because it's so key. It's so key. What you see a lot with beginning actors who are working on camera for the first time is that they're paying a lot of attention to themselves. They're paying a lot of attention to how they look, where they are in the frame, if they are, what their face looks like, if their clothes look good, how they're saying the line. And it's a lot of self-focus that's what makes it look like an actor is just on a train. Like they've made the choice, they got on the train left the station, and they're going. And when you get like that, you can't take in anything that's coming at you. So what you really have to be conscious of, you have to listen like your life depends on it, because the camera is going to see how that other person affects you, okay? Now you have to listen and respond while knowing the lines, while understanding your objective, while understanding your obstacles, while understanding the environment, while understanding the relationship to persons, places, objects, and events. It's a lot to juggle at the same time, okay? So like I said, April's going to concentrate on really training you to listen and respond. I am going to get into the text analysis, okay? That is what I see a lot of people glossing over. And frankly, once you get listening and responding down, that's what separates the men from the boys. That's what gets the camera to stay on you even when you're not speaking, is because you have made specific choices, not just about your lines and the things that you're saying, but also you're really listening, and you've made choices about the circumstances and the person who is speaking to you and the things that they are speaking about, the events that they are speaking about, the objects that they are holding, the space that you are in. Is it your home? Is it a business? Is it a funeral? Is it a wedding? Whatever it is, are you looking at in a crib at your newborn baby? Whatever it is, the more specific you are, and when you can create those events, those images that really wake up your talent and get you creative, then that's when the camera's not going to want to leave you. The editor's going to get in the room and not want to cut away from you, because there's so much life happening that we just want more, and we keep wanting to watch it. So again, that's what you're going to dive into in the first 5-week class. Once you complete that 5-week class, then you are eligible to move into the next 5-week class. So this 5-week class that's coming up on the 16th, we're calling that the basic on-camera class. We meet twice a week. You get 2 teachers, so you'll get April and you'll get me. It's a small class. We've actually filled up most of the slots. We have 2 slots left in that class. So if you want to join that class starting on Monday, make sure you go to thedreamunlocked.com. I'm writing it right now in the, bear with me, in the comments. Go to the Dream Unlocked, okay? Look in the Badass Actor Studio, and you're going to be able to see everything that you need to join that class. Just so you know, so like I said, it's happening twice a week. You'll have April and I both teaching you. This is a class that happens online, so you'll need to set up a Zoom account, all of that, which is free. All of that information is right there on the page, and you're also able to pay for this class in installments. I think that is one of the biggest gifts that you get from the Dream Unlocked, is that we understand that you might not be in a position to pay for this outright before the start of class, but we also understand that you need this. You need this training. You need this experience. You need the practice. And so we're really trying to set up as many options and to be flexible to really help you find something that's willing to fit your budget. So 5-week class starts on Monday. That's the basic class. Then once you complete the basic 5-week class, you are welcome to come into the advanced class. That's another 5 weeks where you're going to get more practice, but we're also upping the stakes of the kind of material that you're going to be working on, the bulk of material that you're working on. So we're moving away from maybe a big co-star or a one-day guest into those top of show guest stars. That is when you are given 20 pages of sides to memorize. I'm not kidding when I say 20 pages of sides to memorize. You're expected to have them all prepared, and then usually what happens is you get to the class, or excuse me, you get to the audition, and the casting director says, oh, we're only going to do scenes 2 and 4 out of the 6 scenes that you prepared. But that's what you got to do. That's your job. But if you look, you're going to have the entire arc of that character that is in those sides. So you got to really dig into the script analysis and then make sure that you are making choices that incite you creatively so you can listen and respond and be alive in the moment. So start with a 5-week basic class. We're moving into the advanced 5-week class. And then this is what I'm really excited about that we haven't done before, but I think is going to be great. So you will have had all of the groundwork of listening and responding with the Meisner technique, with doing the technical script analysis of person, places, objects, and events, finding out your relationship to those things. We're going to get on you about making sure that you have a great self-tape studio set up. We're going to give you self-tape assignments to make sure that you are ready to go when you get an audition in that says, I need this in by, noon tomorrow. All right, we're setting you up for that and showing you how to have that ready to go in your home. So once you do the basic and advanced, we're going to do a 7-day slam. Okay, so that's a class that meets 7 days in a row. You're going to do 7 self-tapes and you're going to prepare 7 sides. And we're going to go through every day. You're going to get coaching and feedback on those every day. So you just really get in the habit of working quick, working well, working precisely, and getting it done. So that is all I got here. Again, go to the website if you have any questions to the Dream Unlocked. There's also, if you haven't been to that page, there's a ton of free material that's on that page. April has posted classes that she's been teaching for the past 3 years up on that page, and it's all there for free. So go in, get a flavor of what she has to offer you. I hope that if you have any questions, you can either post on this page, you can go on the Dream Unlocked, you can look on our forums. We're always available for you to ask questions. Also, take advantage of the flexibility that's being offered as far as, we understand your financial situation. So if you need to go on an installment plan, or if you're not ready to take a group class yet, make sure that you jump on those 12-step classes, because as I said, the prices are going up very, very soon. All right. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you for the community that you have created on the page. Thank you for the questions that you ask and for the feedback that you're always giving us. We are really doing everything that we can to build a community that is going to work for you and give you what you need, because we know what you're up against and we know what it takes, because we are in the game. We're in the fight just like you are. So again, come to the Dream Unlocked. Come here when you need support. Come here when you need guidance. We're here for you. And I really hope that you'll be able to join us on Monday for the on-camera class, the 5-week on-camera class. 2 more spots left, so I hope you'll join us. Okay, I'm signing off. Thanks, everybody. Bye.